Welcome back to the channel, everybody. After a break of about 2 months, I haven't had time to post any videos because we've been very busy moving house. So as you can imagine, it's just been rather hectic getting everything sorted out. I know I've had some nice days, but we just haven't had the time to get out on the bike. So now that we're getting sorted, I should be able to start with the videos again and get a bit more riding. It was my intention today to go to a little quarry above Burton in Kendal and do a short video review of the John Doe mono cargo trousers which I'm wearing today, but I wanted to use the tripod, and the tripod that I have is quite a large tripod which I originally bought for a telescope. It's adjustable in length, but it's far too big. I tried putting it in the rucksack to put on my back, and it just sticks out of the top of the rucksack too far. So I'm going to have to look around for a lightweight, very compact tripod. So if any of you nice people out there have any recommendations for a tripod for vlogging, would you please let me know in the comment section. That would be much appreciated. And then when I finally get one, I can do the review again. Reading between the lines, I think even the most compact one would be probably too big to go in this little bag I've got at on the back of the bike. So I'll probably have to still take a small rucksack to put it in, which doesn't really matter. So I think what we'll do today is have a ride to Devil's Bridge. I've only got a couple of hours. I have to be back for 1 o'clock because a chap from the building site's going to come and do the snagging on the house if there's anything that needs doing. So I've got to be back by 1. I would think on a day like today there's going to be quite a few people there. This is a nice run up through the top of Borwick. Up here the wood is called the Lord's Lot. Nice bends. My son Aaron has finally got himself a bike, and he's bought another Triumph 765 RS. So it's quite a long trip over to the other side of Sheffield about 3 weeks ago to come and pick it up. He'd had a good ride out on Sunday with his mates up to Keswick and then Penrith and up onto Hartside. And then across to Alston. There's a big garage in Alston just as you enter Alston where everybody seems to meet and get something to eat. Said it was quite busy, but it's glorious up at Hartside. The views up there are stunning. The last time I was up there we was on the enduro bikes. We'll go right here towards Grassington. We finally booked the Triumph in for its first service. 600-mile service. We're on 482 at the moment, so it's going in mid-October, and Aaron's booked his 765 in exactly the same time, so both bikes are going to be serviced at the same time. I think while we're there, probably going to be a couple of hours to wait. We might take a couple of bikes out on test, see what they've got. Try the Daytona 660, the triple. Or the Tiger 660 and 800, but they are Suzuki agents as well at Yule's Motorcycles, and they might even have a GSX-8R on test. They had, when I first went, a blue one. I'm not too sure whether it's still there now, but that was one of the bikes I was considering before I decided to go for this. Quite a nice bike with a reasonable riding position, but a sporty looking bike, and it's got the quick shifter on a standard So I think probably I'll have to give Adam a ring and just see what bikes are available on that day, and then get something booked in. I do fancy also at some stage going through to Blackpool, Honda, and trying the CBR 650R, the sports one. I used to have a CBR 600 years ago, before I had the ZZR 1100. That was a nice bike. When I had the CBR 600, I think it was a T-Regged, I went round Scotland, right round the top of Scotland, with a few friends. And I remember when I was coming back down the motorway, back down to junction 35 near Carnforth, I remember thinking to myself, yeah, I think I'm ready for off the bike now. And the following year, I traded it up for the ZZR 1100. And we did a very similar trip again, with similar mileage, over 4 days. And again, when I came back just before the junction, and I thought to myself, yeah, I think I could do that trip. I could turn round now and do the same trip all over again. And that was the difference between the two bikes. ZZR, just the seating position and the handlebar position, just a little bit more upright, still sporty, but a little bit more laid back. And it makes all the difference. Now come May, I'm hoping to plan a trip, if anybody's interested, and go around the top of Scotland again, perhaps 3 days, 4 days, possibly 3 days. I'd like to take Aaron up there, he hasn't been up yet. I think the 765 will be a comfortable enough bike to do that trip. Although it's on the sporty side, I think it'll be comfortable enough over the longer distances. Because the seating, the handlebar position is just a little bit more upright, so it hasn't got the weight on your wrists. One or two bikes in front. No doubt they'll be going to Devil's Bridge. lane here on the left hand side. That's where we went on the enduro bikes. What a green lane that is. Not. Oh my god, that was fun down there. Dear me. Deep ruts and deep water right up to the hedge. And if you look back, it's on one of my videos. And it's called, this isn't just a green lane, this is an M&S green lane. Few cars around this morning, and some of them are turning off towards Ingleton. Trees are beginning to turn now, aren't they? Changing colour as the temperature drops. Two more bikes behind. This is called Tunstall. I've got all these speed cameras up now on this particular stretch. So you just have to be speed aware on this road. Now that they've put all these cameras up, the lady was telling me he seems to have pushed quite a few bikers onto the other road, which is the one on the other side of the River Loon, which leads to Kirby Lonsdale from the Red Well and Carnforth. Road goes through Arcombe and Whittington. They seem to be going up everywhere now, these speed cameras. Yeah, I've yet to establish what all those sensors are. There's usually about 4, isn't there, on the post below the camera. Are those for number plate recognition? Or for detecting if people are wearing seat belts? Not too sure. Not far from Devil's Bridge now. Another couple of miles. The weather has been absolutely horrendous. Last Saturday was probably the worst day for rain that I can ever remember. It rained constantly and quite heavy all day long. And I don't think you can get over the River Loon at Grassingham at all. The whole valley was flooded. But once it starts raining, we had all that good weather, which seems to be way back in our memories now, doesn't it? And then when it starts raining, that's it. It doesn't know when to stop. I think we had a really bad week. It was raining on and off all day, each day, for about a week. But let's hope, now that we're getting, mid-September onwards, now that the temperature's dropped, we're going to get some nice sunny clear days, which would be nice. Get a bit of riding in before the winter sets in. There we go, Devil's Bridge. Ferrari. Right, we'll catch up with you shortly. welcome back to the channel again. I think what we'll do, we'll go back towards Whittington this time and then turn off, go over the tops and end up down in Burton in Kendal. Quite busy there today with the good weather. Met a friend there, Paul, on a Honda off-road bike. She'd been down a green lane on the way here, so I spent quite a long time chatting to him. So I've just had her indoors on the blower. Where the hell are you? Get yourself home now. There's this chap coming at 1 o'clock to do the snagging on the house. I said, yeah, I'll be fine, I'll be back by 1. Time just gets away on you a bit, doesn't it, when you start talking? While we were there were a group of chaps on the way up to Scotland. They were heading over to Fort William today. Oh, that was the plan. They said that they were flexible. They didn't have to be there, so whether they might stop somewhere else instead. But I did mention to one of the lads about, if you're up at Fort William, go across to Mallaig, on the road to Mallaig. There's a super road up there. Then you've got the coastline. I can't think of the name of the place now. We used to do quite a bit of kayaking up there one time. It's absolutely stunning. Harrisegg, that's the place. Just before, when you get onto the coast at Harrisegg, it's below Mallaig. Absolutely stunning. Mallaig is a place where you can get the ferry over onto Skye. I said to them, if you go on the Mallaig road from Fort William, you can go across, go and see the viaduct where Harry Potter was filmed. On one of the Harry Potter films showed you a steam train going across a viaduct, and that's on the way. Then you've got the monument there at the head of Loch Shiel. Few pheasants around now. The shooting season will be starting soon. End of October, beginning of November. temperature's quite nice today for getting out on the bike. Not cold at all. Unfortunately, we're going to have to end the video here. When I set off back from Devil's Bridge, I thought I had enough battery left to last all the way back to Burton, but unfortunately not. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please give me a big thumbs up, like and subscribe. Please feel free to comment, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.